let me show you. Buttermilk, honey, butter, salt, sugar, flour, cornmeal, eggs. Okay, and if I didn't say sugar. Okay, so what this the store did not have any vanilla bean paste, so I will probably have to order that from Amazon or something. I did originally get the vanilla bean paste that I had from the store, but I went back to a different store, so that store probably doesn't carry it. Nonetheless, I'm going to use another extract. Okay. The reason why the vanilla bean paste is better than the actual vanilla extract, it gives it a different taste. So I'm going to show you all step by step how this is done. The first thing you're going to do is melt 2 sticks of butter. Okay, 2 sticks of butter. So this is unsalted butter. If you use salted, you don't put salt in the mix. Alright, so this is very simple. The reason I said this before, the reason why I stopped using Jiffy is because Jiffy has a lot of stuff in it that doesn't necessarily need to be in cornbread mix, in my opinion. And because um, I slow up from a lot of extra things, that is the reason why I will make my cornbread as opposed to using stuff that has Jiffy has a lot of. We decided to buy this, but anyway, um, I'm going to do it for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 sticks of butter. Now, uh, they're sweet and unsalted. All right. So here you go. Hold on. All right. This is now, now, a lot of times what people will do is they will grease their pan. I'm going to show you what I use to make cornbread. I don't use a regular pan. I use a old fashioned pan that I got from I think I got the pan from Walmart. They sell it in the kitchen store that we have here. The reason why I use that is it cooks the cornbread better than anything that I've ever made cornbread in. It's really the only thing. So give me a minute. Hold on, y'all. Put some rice. Some yellow rice, please. Put some yellow rice. It was boxed. Hold on. Now the reason why I am cleaning out my frying pan, even though I wash it properly away, is because it's just a habit. Okay? Of course, I washed it the last time I used it was yesterday. But here's the whole thing. I'm getting ready to use it. So because I want to make sure that it's clean, I'm washing it one more time. It doesn't hurt to be over clean. Alright, so got it put bleach in it. I want everybody to see that. That was gone. That was gone. Alright, so the reason why I'm washing it, although it's already clean, is because if anybody else uses it after me, the way to get around that is I'm washing it out. Alright? So after I wash it, what I will do is I will put some gloves on and I will put some butter in it so that the cornbread doesn't stick. I do not use flour. I have in the past. I don't like the way the flour comes out, so I use butter. And the butter I have for that is Kerry Gold. Hold on one minute, y'all. Let me look at my glass. This is a picture. In the case manager is open social work. Yeah. I don't know. You know, the reason why I am going to use gloves to do this, and I'm not going to put my hands in the butter, is because um, using gloves when you're cooking is a very sterile way to make sure, you know, I wash my hands. And I'll show y'all what I wash my hands with in the kitchen. I do not use the same thing in the bathroom as the kitchen. Kitchen soap, especially your kitchen. Okay. So the reason why I am, and I'm going to show you, there's not going to be any bleach water. There's a reason for that. Because I am using cooking and I do not want to, I could make some water up. I'm not going to do that the entire time I cook. I will wash dishes. I will not use the dish pan. I will just wash dishes. So I'm gonna put the pan right here. All right. So hold on to the butter that I'm going to use. I have a different kind for what I'm doing. So that is why I'm hold on. So this is Irish butter. I don't know if you all are hey, I'm sorry about it being muffled. And hi, all of you. So this is Kerrygold butter. You can probably get this in Walmart. I've seen it in Walmart, and they sell it in the regular supermarket. So the difference between Kerrygold butter is Kerrygold butter is really good. Okay, so I'm gonna put my gloves on and I'm just gonna rub it around the pan. But before I do that, the reason why I'm gonna leave that for last is because I want to mix up my ingredients and get my cornbread in the oven. I'm gonna show y'all how I do this now. I have a measuring cup. Listen, there's a reason why I use a measuring cup. My mama, when she could, right, she don't use no measuring cup. She just go right to it. I can't do that. My grandmother tried to teach me that when she was alive. I don't know how to look at one cup. I'm not ashamed to use a measuring cup, right? My mama don't use it. It's here. She don't use it. Okay, with a measuring cup. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all what the measurements are before I do them. Okay, so the measurements are 1.5 cups of cornmeal, 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of. So I'm gonna show y'all what I have in case some of y'all didn't see it. So I have flour. This is Hecker's flour. Let me explain the reason why I'm using Hecker's and I'm not using the other flour. Hecker's is fine. I don't want the other flowers are lumpy, and when I open it up, I'm going to show you all exactly what I need. Hold on for a minute. The reason why I don't use the market brand flour or anybody else's flour is because Hecker's flour is very fine, and then I just saw in the market they had another flour that is more finer. It costs more. I would have to do my research. This flour was started in 1843. So it is very good for cornbread. I mean, very good for cornbread. When I open it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Ooh. All right, so I'm melting the butter, but you don't want to use butter to burn it. So this is the flour. Now, and this is the cornmeal. Okay, so I'm ready to take the other cornmeal out so I can show y'all the difference and why we don't use white cornmeal when we're making cornbread for cornbread. Now, when you're making it for stuffing, you can use it. Now, of course, I have it in the freezer. The reason why is because it's summertime, and so we have both. I have both. So one is white. That's the white kind right there, and this is the yellow kind. So when you're making cornbread, you use this. You use the white one for when you're making stuffing. You use because the yellow one tends to be a little bit sweeter. So thank you, Charlie, for teaching me that. Thank you, Charlie, for teaching me that. I'm gonna give Charlie her props because Charlie is the one that straightened me out about that. All right. She told me the difference, and ever since I've been following what Charlie said. When you're making cornbread, mix, use jello when you make it for the stuffing. Thank you, Charlie. Okay. Everybody know who Charlie is. Charlie sending love down her own channel and thing. So the butter you want to melt slowly. You don't want it to melt too fast because it will burn and we're not trying to burn too quick. Hold on. So what we're gonna do is the recipe only calls for 1 egg. Okay, and this is Kimmy Creations recipe. It calls for 1 egg. You can put more in it. The reason why is because I tried it with her 1 egg. I liked it better with 3 eggs. I'm not gonna preheat the oven. I could. I don't want to go into no hot oven. Or just turn the oven on. I ain't gonna preheat the oven. No, I'm not. Hold on. So this is how it is. So 1.5 cups of cornmeal. Here's the cornmeal right here. That's all That's the cornmeal. Okay. And it's going to be 1.5 cups of cornmeal. So I have the measurement cup, and I can show y'all right here. It's going to be 1.5 cups of cornmeal. And it's the reason why I'm measuring in front of y'all so that y'all can because I'm not going to put the measuring the I'm not going to type them up or anything. This is why I'm doing it right here in front of y'all so with the measuring cup y'all see exactly what it is. That's 1.5 cups. But actually I'm doing this too much. It has to be exactly the right measurement because if not, it's too much. So this is why we have to do measurement because we can't look at it. Nope, that's too much. Now, if you all know anything about baking, in baking, measurements must be right. This is why I do not try to add stuff at all. And I don't care if people laugh at me because in baking, baking is not like cooking. When I say that, I mean if you do something in cooking, you can quickly correct it. If you do something in baking, I learned that in home economics when I was about 12, 13. About 12, 13. If you mess up baking, you can really mess up a cake, a pie. If you don't have them cups right, the age wrong, you can really mess it up. And that is the reason why, to this day, I will use a measuring cup, spoon, thumbnail. I don't try to add anything. No, I don't. I actually had to get back some of the stuff that I had. Once time I had probably everything in the kitchen. When I had some of my places, I had coffee makers, also type of kitchen heads because I like to cook. So that's 1.5. All right. So 1.5. Right. That's flour. The reason why I'm doing it slowly and I'm not rushing through this because I want people to see how this is done and then go for it. I'm not gonna overcook that this time. Y'all are multitasking. I'm cooking rice too. So, all right. So then we have the flour. This is the flour. Whatever kind of flour that makes you comfortable. I have tried it with the store brand and put it with, I don't. Their flours are lumpy to me. So listen, this flour is very fine, and I don't know if you all can see how fine it is. It's not lumpy. So it's 1.5 cups of flour as well. Yeah. Here's what it is. You get measurements off, you can mess something up. So it could be hold on y'all for 1 minute. And now I don't have Kimmy's recipe, Kimmy's creation. I got this from her. I do not have it written down. But I have made it enough to know what it is. So hold on y'all. Now, as I told you all, the the store did not have the vanilla bean paste. Okay, I might have to order it offline. I have gotten it out the store. They didn't have it. So the buttery muffin supposed to be good. All right. So we finished with the flour. The next thing is the sugar. So the reason why I'm going to dry ingredients first. The next thing is the sugar. Here's the whole thing. I just made one the other day and it didn't have no sugar in it. And believe me, the sugar makes an impact. It's not going to be over sweet. I also have honey. This is raw honey. Okay, raw honey. The store didn't have any vanilla bean taste. I'm going to use vanilla extract. Don't overdo it on that. So pay attention when you use it. 1.5 cups of sugar. Those are my dry ingredients. 1.5 cups of sugar. Mm. Alright, so let me see how much sugar this is. It's almost one day. Now, remember I told y'all that the reason why I don't cook with Splendor or Monk's Fruit, and I haven't, I'm going to explain why I don't cook with this. The reason why I don't cook with this is because people who I cook for, they do not like it at all. So there's no need for me to try to cook this thing. They don't. My son does not like that, and so I don't cook with Monk's Fruit. I use that in my personal use, not when I'm cooking. Because I ain't trying to make nobody not eat my cornbread because it don't taste the way they think it should taste. And I don't really know people that cook and they cook with that. And no, I know people that use sweeteners, but not to actually do like I'm sitting here doing right now, I'm cooking. So the sugar is kind of lumpy. So that's why you see y'all can't see me with my hands trying to get it get the lumps out before I have to actually dump it over there and with the rest of the sugar. So that's what I'm doing. Getting the lumps out with my hands. My hands are clean. I'm going to wash them again and put the gloves on before I so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so pay attention. Sugar. Alright, it looks like a lot, it's not a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the pay attention to the honey. I'm not going to measure how much honey I'm going to put in here, but it's not going to be more than a tablespoon. You understand? Look, that's it. Alright? The vanilla bean extract or vanilla extract. This is not vanilla bean extract. But this is what makes my cornbread taste good. But sweetie max, I'm going to use vanilla extract. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of this. And I'm opening it up. That's why the camera is, because I can't hold the camera and do this. So what I'm doing is I'm opening it up when I'm talking to y'all. And what's going on is it's a little difficult to get open. But then it's so hard. So here I go. Alright. So let me show you that. So I have vanilla bean extract, right? Sorry, I'm sorry. Vanilla bean extract, that's good. Okay. It didn't have paste. Here's my spoon. I'm putting 1 tablespoon. Okay? It's not a lot. Sounds like a lot, it's not. Alright? Alright, so next is gonna be the eggs. Now, usually I would stop and watch this because I'm trying to hurry up and do this. I'm not gonna do that right now. I have a whisk. I'm not gonna use a spoon. The reason why I'm using whisk is the whisk gets out lumps. I ain't got none of this spoon. So I'm going to do the eggs. I'm gonna put the eggs in. have buttermilk. The reason why I have buttermilk and not regular milk, buttermilk. Okay. The store sells their own brand. I did not get their own brand. And I also have salt. Now, with salt, you don't need a lot of salt. You need this much salt because the butter is unsalted. And you need the salt to balance out how much sugar is in it, right? So salt and sugar. This is salt and wood. Alright, you guys see that? This is in my hand. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's a tablespoon. It's a teaspoon. Sorry, it's a teaspoon. I don't use salted butter. Okay, I have to watch the amount of sodium that goes in my body. I don't use salted butter at all. Unsalted. And I think that this buttermilk has salt in it. Okay? So wait a minute. So usually I would use brown. What happens is there's white here. When I'm baking, I use brown. Alright? I had brown. So what I'll do is I'm gonna clean the eggs up. You can use I always clean my eggs up. I will put 3 in here today. I might do 2. I'll see. I always clean that white thing that you see in the eggs. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You all see that? I always take that out. Some people leave that in there. It's your preference. I prefer to take it out. And so I do. Okay? Some people when they're cooking, it doesn't matter to them. It definitely matters to them. So, see, I took that out. Sometimes I can't get it all. I get as much as I can. I can't. Okay, so, no, see, I took that out, right? Alright, so this is how I do this. With the buttermilk, right? If you don't have buttermilk, you can use, you don't have buttermilk, you can use regular milk. The reason why I don't use regular milk is because the buttermilk is thicker and it makes it taste better. For those of y'all who like to use Jiffy, instead of using water, try buttermilk with your Jiffy. Now, I just don't because it's just too easy for me to whip up a can, whip it up real quick with the ingredients. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to turn this around and put buttermilk. So, this is the buttermilk, right? So we're going to do a cup, 1 cup. The buttermilk. Okay, so right, okay. The eggs, and then the butter. Now, this is going to be loose. I know you look like the box. So this is what it looks like right now. Alright? So, water going to mix it up, right? If it's really, really thick, like this is really, really thick, it's okay that it's really, really thick because when you put it in the oven, it's going to firm up. I use 2 eggs instead of, I use 2 eggs. Kimmy, I got this recipe from her. She uses 1. I use 2 because I like the way, I could have put 1 more in here, but no, it's kind of loose now, so I don't use that. This is what it looks like. So this helps get outcome out. See that consistency? That's what you want to look for. That right here. Um, so I'm gonna show y'all how I grease the pan. Alright, so I'm gonna give me a minute. I do don't want to wash my dishes while I am, because I don't like my dishes to be backed up. So I'm wash them up real quick. Alright, give me a minute. So the reason why we're gonna wash the dishes before we put it in the oven, is because I don't like dishes to be left, and it only takes me a quick minute to wash the dishes. So I don't, that's probably even when I cook for myself when I'm making me some chicken or something. While the chicken is frying, I will be washing dishes. I don't. Dishes will never be left and sit overnight. That's a no-no for real. And I have people that be doing that, and I just, yeah. Because while the food is cooking, you should be washing it. You gotta eliminate, you have an ingredient, you're supposed to wash as you go. So that when you're done, there is no dishes. Alright? To each his own. If you don't like to wash the dishes or whatever you do, there may be dishes there when you're done. I just don't, because I want to be doing something else. Watching TV, whatever. Like that's me, for real. Washing. I got one hand, and the reason why I'm showing you while I'm washing is because it's a quick process. Now, some people you can always like butter stuff to this. Um, it's quick to get the butter out of the butter. So as you'll see, the reason why is because I'm gonna wash this up real quick. Hold on, I have to wash it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to eventually get a stand so that y'all can, because right now in the kitchen, the phone is being held up by the it's a base back here, and so that's what it's being held up by. So, yeah. I'm a picky eater. Well, I'm not a picky eater, but there are certain things that I just don't like to eat. Like, and I made a roast last week, and I thought my mom was gonna eat it. And when I asked her this morning, she was like, "Nope." So now I have I made it's a barbecue shoulder roast, and I'm not trying to discourage her from eating pork. It's just that I have to watch how much I eat because I don't be trying to raise my blood pressure up. So I have to watch at my age. I have to watch how much I eat. I probably eat more chicken than anything. All right. So because I just had to just brag on my hands. Right? I'm going to wash my hands one more time with kitchen soap. All right. This is what I was telling mother that you have to constantly wash your hands when you're in the kitchen, not the gloves, your hands. Okay? Your hands. And the reason why is because gloves are plastic. I don't you can't just wash them if that makes you happy. But yeah, I'm not washing the gloves. I'm gonna take gloves off and change. And I do want me here making fried fish, fried chicken. I use gloves like this. I'm ready. All right. Now, I'm gonna put the gloves on you all are gonna see. I have gloves right to the side of me, and I'll show you where they're plastic gloves. Plastic gloves. They're right here. All right. The reason why I'm putting on gloves and not sticking my hands in the um butter is because anybody else wants to use the butter, which probably not. I wouldn't put it here. If they want to use it, they can. I don't think that they are, but this is other butter. This is one I find definitely wants to stick my hands in. I actually have to put some more. So that's the butter. So let me turn the camera. This is the butter. I'm going to move it over here so that y'all can see what I'm doing. So over there. That's the pan that I'm using. I washed the pan already. It's the reason why I'm using a cast iron skillet and I'm not using anything else to bake it in. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Alright, so I'm going to just dip my hands in there. They're clean. Put it on there and I'm going to spread it all around the pan. I did not preheat it, okay? So when it goes in, the reason why you want to do this is you don't want to have a dry cornbread, okay? So you want to get just like that, just like that. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gloves off. Now, put this back in the refrigerator. I'm going to take them off. And I'm going to pour that batter in the pan. Alright, so yeah, I didn't use it. I got running see it get some. So, here is the batter that I'm getting ready to pour in here and then stick it in the oven. Now, because I don't want it to cook real fast, I'm going to move the rack. The reason for moving the rack up is because it can get brown really quickly. And so if it gets brown really quickly, you're going to have to turn your oven down. So we're going to stir it one more time. See how that got stiff? Look at that. See, it got stiff, right? It got real stiff. So what that means is it needs another egg. Hold on. It got really stiff. The reason why I use 3 eggs instead of 1 egg like Kimmy does on her recipe is just for this reason right here. Let me show y'all what happened. Pay attention to that. See that? See how that got? That's why I'm getting ready to put 1 more egg in there. I want to loosen it up. So, for that reason, I'm going to pay attention. Alright, so I cleaned it to the best of my ability. Hold on, I'm trying to get the white out of there. Wait a minute. Alright. Sometimes you can't get it, then you just have to. So I'm adding 1 more egg. And the reason why is because it got really stiff just sitting there. And I don't want it stiff. So I want it a little looser than that. Wait a minute, hold on. So I'm mixing up this 1 more egg. Alright, I'll put the 1 more egg in there. Alright, just that 1 more. The reason why I didn't start out with 3 is because I wanted to see what would happen with just using 1. Now, the baking powder is important. I almost forgot. The baking powder is important. Baking powder. You can use any kind of baking powder that you want. Okay? It has to be 1 tablespoonful of baking powder. All right? Okay? Give me 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. So, have to have the baking powder because it won't rise without it. All right? So, I don't know if y'all can see it. So, that much baking powder. Now, it ain't going to rise. But without the baking powder, it will be flat. Let me say that. It will be flat if you ain't got the baking powder. All right. Okay, all right. So, okay, now, y'all know I had to whip that up real quick. Wash them up real quick. So, I'm going to pour this in here, and I'm going to try to position the camera so that y'all can see me do it. Oh, no, wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to have to give me a stand, because, all right, let me see if y'all can see me do this. Hold on. I'm going to pour this in here. Wait a minute. Oh, got the camera on. All right, so I'm going to pour this in here, just like this. I'll put this in front of y'all. I'm pouring it in here, just like this. Right? Now, you're going to need the spoon. And I'm going to show y'all why, even though I use a whisk to get the lumps out, you're going to need the spoon for the top of it. So, y'all going to see that in a minute, why you're going to need the spoon. Hold on, let me get the spoon. Let me get a spoon. Hold on. All right. Reason why you're going to need a spoon is because you're going to have to get two spoons. Use two. You know, my mom always complains that I be dirtying up all the dishes when I cook. But the thing is, even though I dirty up all the dishes, I clean up all the dishes as well. So, yeah, I don't. When she says that, I don't just pay her no mind because people cook how they want to cook. And since I wash up all my dishes and I don't ever need anybody to wash my dishes, I just don't pay that no mind. Now, the reason why I'm taking a little bit longer is because as I'm using stuff, I'm washing it. Because on a normal everyday basis, if I wasn't on camera, I wash stuff as I go along so that when I'm done, I'm going to dry up everything. Alright, so that's one of the reasons why you hear water running. Lovely Love, I heard you say that the other day about when I was cooking that you ain't hear no water running. Yeah, I will show you all the dishes and stuff that I've used since I've been over here. Let me show you, Lovely, in case you look at this. All the dishes are clean. I wash dishes the whole time. So that when I'm done, the only thing I have to put my stuff away. But I'm getting ready to show y'all how to do the top of this. Take a spoon. The spoon is clean. Take the spoon and you can do it like you want to do it. But the reason why I do it this way is so that it can be evened out in the pan, in the frying pan, all right? So I just, no fancy designs, none of that. I'm just making sure that it all gets in there. It's not going to stick because that's real butter over there. It's not going to stick. All right, I'm just making sure that it gets the way it's supposed to get. I didn't preheat my oven. No, I didn't. I know people do, but it's hot down here, so I ain't want all that heat like yesterday. I don't want all that heat on me. So what I'm going to do is you can preheat your oven to 325, 350. Kimmy cooks hers for 25 minutes. I'll probably cook mine a little bit longer because I have to come down here and turn the oven down. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all, right? Wait a minute. Now I got to take a little spoon and go over it. So some got around the side. So I'm going to go around the side and just clean it up real quick. All right. Pay attention. The oven is not on. Right. It's not on for a reason. Now, I'm going to turn the oven on. Bake. I don't want it this high, so it's going to be at 325. And, right, it is now, let me look at the time. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. It is 10:10. Before 11 o'clock, this should be done. Now, I told y'all I made some rice not too long ago while I was standing here. Right? So, and I did. So that's done. Here it is right here. Now, this was boxed yellow rice. A little secret to making boxed yellow rice. When it gets done, take a little bit of butter and fluff it up. Now, before it got all the way done, I did put some onion powder and garlic powder in it while it was raw. Hold on. show y'all how much butter I'm going to put in it. Because rice can get dry. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all. So this is already cooked. I'm gonna put some butter in it, maybe about 2 or 3 tablespoons. All right, that's a big pot, so that's it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a spoon and mix it up in there. It's going to melt. See, it didn't stick to the pot. You know, the last time, not too long with me. I admit I burned because I was doing something else. Trying to do multiple things. So I didn't burn this one. I burned the last one. It didn't stick. I want y'all to see that. It did not stick. Hold on. It's not stuck to the pot at all. I watched it, so it didn't stick. Sometimes I think that people think rice is done when it sticks to the pot. No, that's not. As y'all can see, that's not true. All right. Oh, sorry. Hold on. So, now, if y'all would like me to make anything else homemade, if y'all would like me to make peach cobbler, bread pudding, if y'all would like me to show y'all how I make my banana pudding, if y'all cash at me, I'll go to the market and get the ingredients because I don't have the ingredients here. Why? Because I don't eat that every day. I'm not being smart. I'm being real. I saw, yesterday, Uppity asked for some donations and they sent her steak and all that. Listen, I ain't asking y'all to send me none of that. If y'all just want me to make something basic, banana pudding, not that, it doesn't cost that much to make it. Probably most of the stuff that I need is here, but the bananas are not here. I probably could, whatever y'all want me to make, if y'all want me to make it, y'all can cash at me or y'all could send it to me. Actually, it's somebody who I trust, and I will let them have my information, and they can send it because I don't trust everybody with my personal information. Not because I don't trust y'all, because that's not what it is. It's because sometimes people will use your information against you and harm you. So it's not that I don't trust y'all. That's not what it is. Sometimes people will take a good thing and they'll make it bad. So that's, shut your blessings down is what I'm saying. So that's what that is. That's not, I'm not saying anybody, I ain't saying anybody would do anything. Of course not. But you do have people sometimes that will do evil stuff just because. So, those are all the ingredients that I use. Let me show y'all one more time. Sugar, buttermilk. Now, the reason why I use this brand and I don't use the market brand is because this brand says it has no hormones added, no additives or thickeners. I don't know about the Bowl and Basket brand, so although I've used their brand, I don't really care for their brand. Vanilla extract, pure honey, raw unfiltered honey. I put in my cornbread, cornmeal, Hecker's flour, and baking powder. Now, when it's done cooking, I will come back. I will be back when it's done. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. My Cash App, if you want to hit it, is $Catherine Powell 6803. I'll be back. Either way. Thank y'all.